Small things, great love. I was a good musician, but a terrible music student. I was deeply invested in wanting to learn the cello, but not terribly invested in practicing. I would show up at my lessons with my teacher, Adeline Muller, and do a lot of talking and impressive gesturing at the music. And Adeline, for her part, continued to act like I was on the cusp of getting better, despite all evidence to the contrary. She showed up, so I showed up. That was Adeline's way. Adeline always showed up. Every Sunday morning, she would play the piano, and our small Mennonite church would sing along. And if you've ever heard a small congregation singing, it is underwhelming. Someone is always working too hard on the high notes, the rest are struggling to keep time, and the pianist acts like the conductor and the orchestra. It's wonderful and exhausting and important because it makes everyone show up, especially God. One day, Adeline's husband of 56 years passed away. He was a wonderful man with a fabulous mustache and a huge smile. And we were all heartbroken. The next Sunday, we expected to forge ahead in the service as best we could without our faithful accompanist. But there was Adeline at the piano. "What are you doing here?" someone exclaimed. She paused as if confused by the question. "I was on the calendar." There are many acts of great love that are great because they are massive, monumental, and earth-shattering. And some are great because they are incremental. Each small act adds up to something really spectacular. Small acts, great love. There's actually a saint of small things. Her name is Therese, born in 1873 to a middle-class family in France. She lost her mom to breast cancer when she was 4 years old and grew up as an emotionally sensitive and spiritually interested child. As a teenager, she decided she wanted to become a nun, and she joined a group of contemplative nuns living sheltered from the world. She spent her years praying, serving, and writing inside those walls. Her life, however, was short. Like many women of her generation, Therese died young, passing at the age of 24 of tuberculosis. There was nothing particularly extraordinary about her life, except the remarkable way that she decided to respond. When she learned that she would die, she decided that her ordinary life, with its limited scope and span, would be lived with limitless love. She called it the little way. Love proves itself by deeds. So how am I to show my love? Great deeds are forbidden me. The only way I can prove my love is by scattering flowers. And these flowers are every little sacrifice, every glance and word, and the doing of the least actions for love. When someone in her community would behave in a way that was ungracious or even petty and mean, Therese would double down and respond with even greater love and graciousness. She felt that it freed her. We often are taught that our lives must be big to be remembered, but what if it was enough to scatter flowers, to make small sacrifices? Instead of mythologizing the rich and famous, let's pause to celebrate all those of us who walk the little way. Blessed are you who show up because you're on the schedule.